like me to go into an explanation.
Trails out of airplanes.
You can watch sometimes, you'll see a contrail on a high flying jet. There'll be a chemtrail right beside it.
Well, it depends on what height you're at and where the wind's blowing. And
Like I was in Phoenix, you can be here, if you look in the sky, you'll see 5 or 6 or 7 of them going all the time. By the afternoon, you'll have overcast skies.
so the airline companies are doing this? Well, that's who's flying the airplanes. Victor. Victor.
This has been, they talked about this in Congress, Mayor. It's on the congressional record.
Chemtrails. Yeah. You find out about chemtrails.
Well, I mean, it's less calories. Hey, I think.
Thank you for joining us today for Cape Chronicle. I'm Audrey Kane. Our show today spans a variety of topics. The August eclipse.
Which one?
Stop.
He's gonna have his.
Can you have to go to a ball game?
Huh?
Can you have to go to a ball game?
She made the trip. I mean, good. That's actually wonderful. This couldn't sustain it.
Hey, lady.
Never 60 hours a week. Or if it's just 30.
I only work days, 12 hours.
Okay, council, 5 o'clock. Let's come to order, begin our study session, March 20th, 2017. I see Mr. Bertrand in the audience, so P&Z report. I will preface this report that I somehow in the last few days have gotten to know the number 4161. 4161. I think it's on Hopper Road.
There might be a possibility.
That's been withdrawn, and we'll adjust, council will adjust our agenda when we go through it to remove that from the agenda.
That'll certainly shorten my
That'll
report.
shorten your report, okay? Very good.
Okay, so we had a public hearing on the zoning of property to be annexed into the city at 484 Limbaugh Lane over there near the Elks. And
Yeah.
we recommended that be annexed in and brought in as R1, which is similar to the surrounding properties of that.
And we have a public hearing tonight on that. No action, but public hearing tonight on that.
We also had a couple of subdivision plats, one of them Heritage Hill subdivision record plat. We approved that. That also, I believe, was over around Hopper Road area. And then Broadway.
Item 13 on the agenda tonight.
Broadway Development record plat, we approved that. That is essentially the kids on Broadway,
Yeah.
kind of dividing that lot up into two
Okay.
lots.
That's on the new ordinances tonight also.
So with the other one being withdrawn, that's all I have for you tonight.
Okay. What was the vote on 4161? Were there multiples that
Well,
split, or was there one in favor, or?
well, there was one in
favor.
favor and everybody else was opposed to it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Council, any questions of B and Z?
That's what I was gonna ask you about, not the vote particularly, but that particular issue, but since it's been withdrawn.
Yeah.
it's germane.
Sure, yeah. I'd be happy to answer any questions whenever, now or in the due time, whatever you want, if it comes back in front of you, but it was definitely a packed house.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you all.
We'll come back to you first. Yeah, that'll probably come back to you.
Okay.
It'll flow back
Drawn, it has
through
to
to
come
you.
back to you first.
Yep.
And by default,
So you'll have it again. You'll have it again.
All right.
Okay, I've asked that Julia Thompson be here tonight, and also Brock Davis and Scott and Penny Williams. And Penny got to go to Branson to the convention, and Scott had to stay home and work. And now Scott can be here, and Penny's off to a ball game or something. So if you'll come forward. I was honored to be able to go over to, you know the drill.
We're shy when it's us.
Over to Branson with the group, Brockwin and Penny and Paige, Julia, Scott and Susan were there to receive the state award for public official. And as I was perusing that after I finally found out about it a month late, I thought, really this is not my award. This is an award that has been earned by people who are standing here and also their entire staff. And then I thought a little deeper and it really involved our whole city and all of our citizens who gave us the opportunity through PRS back in 2008 to do what we were able to do as staff, as council, and so forth. So I elected to have this award be placed in Parks office down at Arena. So not only all of our staff, but also all of our citizens who frequent our staff or the Parks office can see it. And I wrote a short letter that I'll read that will kind of explain why it's there. The MPRA State Public Official Award. I was proud and humbled to receive this State of Missouri Award at the MPR, that's Missouri Parks and Recreation Association annual banquet on March 9, 2017 in Branson. I feel strongly that this should be a team award. We have an outstanding staff in Parks and Recreation led by Director Julie Thompson. Our staff is committed to excellence and performs at a high level of efficiency. My role as mayor has been more as a coach. Not that I call the plays, but I offer support and encouragement to the team. This award is also made achievable by the citizens of our community who supported the vision of Parks and Recreation in 2008 by passing the Parks, Recreation, and Stormwater Sales Tax Initiative, which enabled many projects to become a reality. I therefore have elected to present this award plaque and this document to our leadership staff, Julia Thompson, Scott and Penny Williams, and Brock Davis, to be placed in the lobby entrance to the Parks office as a symbol of achievement to our staff and all our citizens who have made this important state recognition a reality. This 13th day of March. So that will go next to it. So you'll do it. Thank you for all you do for our city and all of our citizens. Thank you.
Very nice, thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure having Mayor Rediger there to represent our city, but he truly is being humble. It does take a strong leader, a cheerleader, a coach, and so we not only appreciate that support, but every city deserves that for all of their agencies and departments that they represent, and you just happen to be a shining star for Parks and Rec, and we appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. And by the way, staff and committees and everyone are working hard on projects. As a year from now, we will present to our citizens a renewal of this Parks and Recreation and Parks Recreation tax in 2018 for the future. There are new visions, continued visions, and new dreams. And we've had total support of our citizens as we present those with specific plans. As we move ahead, we'll look forward to that.
Mayor, I think Glenn has a video that she'd like to play.
Mayor Harry Rediger is a tireless voice of support for not only the Parks and Recreation Department, but of course, the city of Cape Girardeau. Through his interests and efforts, it has become a Keep America Beautiful affiliate city and recognizes business properties that go above and beyond in an effort to encourage clean and attractive storefronts, support recycling efforts, and reduce litter and graffiti. The mayor has supported redevelopment efforts and neighborhood initiatives that are improving citizen engagement and the community's infrastructure, from streetlights, accessibility, education, and collaboration with other non-for-profit organizations. This is evidenced through the Red Star Neighborhood Development Initiative, which recently was awarded a neighborhood planning grant where vacated flood buyout properties adjacent to the Mississippi are being redesigned to support park and green space for the community to improve their quality of life and access to trails, recreation, and nature. Through Mayor Rediger's efforts and leadership, the city, led by Parks and Recreation staff, has been able to conduct a feasibility study to improve the city's economic impact through the building of a $12 million, 121,000 square foot indoor sportsplex being built with tourism tax funds and will open in the spring of 2017. This new facility will be overseen by the city's Parks and Recreation Department. Through his efforts, the city and Southeast Missouri State University are collaborating on $1 million worth of renovations to the city's historic baseball field. The mayor is also spearheading a movement to partner with the university to improve the Art in Public Spaces program by supporting student-professor sculpture learning projects and installing these throughout downtown. Mayor Rediger is regularly asked to speak on behalf of the city and for Parks and Recreation causes. Most notably is his support of Special Olympics. He and his wife, Fran, now deceased, are tireless supporters of these often underserved populations. Congratulations to Mayor Harry Rediger, the MPRA's 2017 winner of the Public Official Achievement Award.
Way too personal. Thank you. Okay.
I couldn't resist one more time surprising you.
Yeah.
That was, I'm sure you can figure it out, but that was the video that was played prior to the presentation on that evening.
And that was after a 30-minute tornado warning that took us into the howls of the Branson Convention Center, standing for 30 minutes at about 80 degrees. Yeah, it was an evening to remember. A little bit afterward, too. Okay, anyone here to appear for the council on any item not on the agenda? Okay, Scott, if you will take us through the agenda.
We have two presentations tonight. We have the Souls for Souls presentation, and then we're going to recognize Barry Hovis for his retirement from the police department. We had a recognition event. Barry really didn't want to do anything very public. He wanted to meet with people that had meant so much to him during his career. So we had it at the end of the month right here in this room. But I asked him to please come, and so that you all could express your appreciation to Barry for his career with the police department. So he'll be here, and I think we've
We've got the
got the
plaque.
plaque back from him, so we can present it again. And
We legally got it back from him. And I have some notes here that I read them, and I've just got to read them. I can't ad lib those for Barry, so I'm just going to read them in recognition of Barry, who was probably one of the early faces that I got associated with the police department. When I thought of police department, I thought of Barry Hovis.
he was, I believe, the first resource officer at the schools, and you'll read many of those other things.
Yep. So I'll be reading that, not ad libbing.
That you would like to communicate or report on?
I just have one, and I'll talk a little bit about the 10-year celebration of the River Campus.
I'd like to mention the strategic planning meeting that took place tonight. And also the ongoing Bark the Badge fundraiser for candidates.
Yeah, good.
And I have a prop for that too, so that's the shirt that.
Not a dog.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I made sure that each one of you got a copy of the Parks and Rec 2017 calendar events, which is just today, it's not complete for the whole year yet. But I wanted you to see that, to see what kind of impact it had, and I'll make some comments on that.
Okay, great.
I would like to make an announcement on SNAP.
Okay. Anyone over on this side? Okay. All right.
Very good. Two public hearings tonight. The first one is the hearing on the voluntary annexation of the Fitzgeralds out on Limbaugh Lane. Mr. Bertrand talked about it. They've recommended an R1 zoning of that property. Fitzgeralds are looking to gain water by being annexed into the city. This is the same property that we accepted their petition last meeting. So this will be the next step, which is the public hearing. The second public hearing is the continuation of the public hearing regarding South Kings Highway plan development. And so this is the property that has Hobby Lobby and the new dollar store. We want to continue this one again. We did not receive their traffic study. I don't know if we received it yet, or if we just, so we're still looking for that traffic study. We are making sure before we move forward that the traffic study supports everything that's going to be able to go on there in this PD. So
we'll hold a public hearing, and then we will just notate it that it'll be continued and left open. Okay.
So we're just being diligent, and people can still come and speak about it. And then as we learn about the traffic, we can include that information as well. On the consent agenda, we have number 4 is the trailer park there behind Dunkin' Donuts, second, third reading of the rezoning of that. Number 5 will be accepting the permanent water easement from Cape Girardeau School District. Number 6 is the executing the state block grant agreement for overlays and rehabilitation of runway at the airport. Number 7 will be the ordinance we had last time regarding dumpsters. Number 8 is a resolution. This is the 4th addendum for to extend our relationship with Alliance Water Resources. This has been a great relationship. We're asking for a 10-year extension on this one. So we really have enjoyed and expanded the use of them, and they've always been very responsive. And it's just a tribute to the partnership we have, as well as their desire to always serve their customers. So we appreciate that. 9 and 10 are the acceptance of some improvements there at the Cape Junior High, and also the acceptance of a grant from Keep America Beautiful. That's as an outcome of being a Keep America Beautiful city. The grants are available, and they called and said they had one available. And Julia said, yes, we want $5,000.
Right answer.
So we need you to accept that tonight. Any questions or any items to remove from the consent agenda? Not, we'll look at new ordinances. The first one is accepting 2 permanent utility easements Montgomery Park properties out on Cape LaCroix Road. This is out at Cape Town. First reading of that. Number 12 is accepting of some general and airport funds for grant funded expenditures. 13 is, as Mr. Bertrand discussed, the Heritage Hill subdivision. This is splitting one large lot into 2. They're at the corner of New Hopper and Kagi Road. Number 14 is the kids' property that he made mention to. This takes 6 lots and takes it down to 2. And then number 15 is the permanent access utility easement out at in the LaSalle area for the LaSalle water tank project. This is for the new tank that's put up there. Any questions on new ordinances?
I do have a question about the grant ordinance. In the executive summary, it mentions that 95% of the airport grant is funded, but under the homeless grant, it says almost all. I wonder if we can get a little more specific than almost all, because of course there's a wide range of possibilities with that phrasing.
Right.
It's less than $5,000. It's all provided with the grant match services.
So it's equivalent to about 5%. Maybe even less than 5%. Right? All right, thank you.
But it's no cash that we have to provide. We have in-kind service. Any other questions? Then we have the other business that the mayor already referred to that has been withdrawn. So we will need when we have the agenda, need to have a motion to remove
item 16
from the agenda. Then you note you have memos for the upcoming appointment to Tax Increment Financing Commission, as well as board minutes for your use. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Council, any questions about agenda? Any other business for a study session? Okay, we'll need to have a motion for a closed session for legal action, litigation, confidential communication with our legal counsel, and personnel matters pursuant to revised statute 610-021, 1 and 3. If I could have a motion.
I'll move.
By Gunn and seconded by Guard. Those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, we'll reconvene at 7 p.m. Scott, thanks. Julia, Brock.
Hey, Julia. I saw him and he said, hey. I told him, I said, it's not you.
Hi, it's Nicolette. Hey, I'm good. How are you? No, no, it's all right.
I just. Have you before? Well, but I didn't know that. He didn't say that. Hey, Ryan. I need your help. Sure.
Oh my goodness, that would have been great, but I'm working this evening and I think Tony's going to wrestling. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, can we get a rain check though? Because I talked to him when, last time you messaged me and we're like, oh yeah, that would have been fun, but, we just can't get our schedules aligned, can we?
So if you need her, I text you.
Yeah, no, I don't think we do. Let me check with Dad and I'll message you on Facebook. Is that okay? Sweet. All right, that'll be fun. I'll talk to you later. There you go. You too.
Forward
Bye.
it to you once I figure out what it says.
I need the next business and business. but- Would you?
Yes, she'll be back at the end of the month.
It's big and it's big and.
Would be about 5:30, as I understand.
Okay.
So we'll call,
Okay.
I don't
Yeah, I
know where.
didn't,
session.
I don't
it's out of mind right now, but I'll check to see where it is in the process.
Meeting,
Is it
being here.
from that, or-
Yeah, I think it's our building permit and.
Two items on the agenda, council, that we have for our study session are appearances and the agenda reviews. So we'll start with appearances. Anyone here to appear before the council on any item that is not on the agenda?
Bella,
It's
how
gotta
are
be
you?
you. Right to the podium.
On the right side of the ground. We'll take it.
As I say, my.
Name, address, and
Hey, why don't you-
let us have it.
Okay, well, probably everybody knows why I'm here anyway, but my name's Andrew Bard. I'm here to try and get the chicken ordinance changed in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. As it sits right now, as you guys probably already know, we are not allowed to have any chickens on private property.